Lisa Fisher, a mom with 2 kids in New York City, starts her day logging on to Google Classroom and printing out worksheets for her 6-year-old son, Luca. It's a new addition to her daily routine.
We just try to get through all the assignments that we can without too many fights. That's the trick.
Parents around the world, particularly working parents like Lisa, are finding it hard to juggle taking on the role of teacher that has been thrust upon many during the pandemic. When the coronavirus hit, schools across the United States closed and switched to remote learning. Problem is, younger kids have a hard time doing it on their own.
I'm not a teacher, I'm his mom, so how he behaves in school is very different how he behaves with me, so it's challenging, and I'm supposed to be working full-time, so it's a lot of change.
It's also a lot of change for teachers, many of whom had no experience teaching remotely.
Teachers and staff at all of our schools have made heroic efforts to reconnect students with their school community and provide online instruction as best they can.
But according to NWEA, a nonprofit that creates academic assessments for elementary school children, remote learning isn't working for many. Compared to a typical school year, it says U.S. students will return to school in the fall with only 70% of what they should have learned in reading and less than 50% in math.
There's no substitute for learning in a school setting, and many students are struggling and falling far behind where they should be.
Unequal access to computers and printers is part of the problem. Another is that some kids just aren't logging on. Some schools require a daily check-in, but it's so easy to do, it doesn't prove the student is actually engaging with the content. Lisa is worried about Luca's education if remote learning becomes the norm in the fall, as many expect.
I hope it evolves more. I know we all were thrown into this, teachers and parents alike, but I think that there's got to be a better way.
If remote learning returns in the fall, many parents say a better way would be to offer more Zoom classes in smaller groups to allow for one-on-one instruction and to give working parents a much-needed break. Karina, CGTN, New York.